What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Touchdowns to Home Runs. My name's Bernie, and today we're going to be doing an MLB Wildcard series preview between the number 1 seeded Tampa Bay Rays and the number 8 seed Toronto Blue Jays. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel down below for more content just like this, and enjoy the video. In this shortened 60-game season, the Jays and the Rays played a total of 10 head-to-head games. The Tampa Bay Rays won 6, the Toronto Blue Jays won 4, but within those there were a lot of close games. And even though the Toronto Blue Jays had a losing record, they actually outscored the Rays 48-44. In my opinion, the Blue Jays have the advantage offensively. If you look at the chart that I put up on the screen, you can see all the stats that are labeled home runs, average, OBP, slugging, OPS, and runs scored per game. And the numbers within the actual grid of the chart represent where they rank in the overall MLB. When you look at the chart, you can see that the Jays lead in 5 of the 6 categories. They lead in home runs, average, OPS, slugging, and runs scored per game. And even in the OBP category, you can see that they were right beside each other. In my opinion, the Rays do have the advantage in terms of pitching. Especially out of their bullpen. And that's why I think it's crucial that the Blue Jays continue this advantage in terms of hitting into this postseason series. When it comes down to the postseason, the Blue Jays do not have a lot of experience. But what they're going to need to do early on in the series is find a way to put together quality at-bats, continue this advantage, and do some damage to some of the starting pitchers early. I think the entirety of this series shifts if the Rays need to use some of their quality relievers just to get to the later innings. Now, the Tampa Bay Rays do have a pretty sizable advantage, as I was saying before, when it comes to pitching and defense. On the screen, I've laid out another 6 categories: ERA, WHIP, saves, opponent batting average, runs allowed per game, and errors. And as you can see on the screen, the Rays beat the Blue Jays in all 6. You can look at this chart as a 6-for-6 sweep for the Tampa Bay Rays, but a lot of the advantages look pretty sizable as well, especially when we look at the categories like ERA and WHIP. But the one that I really want to focus on is opponent's batting average. If the starters can continue this opponent's batting average like this into the early parts of the series, it's going to be really tough for especially these non-experienced Blue Jays hitters to get something going against this Rays team. Let's get into Game 1 now, though, and for the Tampa Bay Rays, they're going to be sending Blake Snell. Over the course of the season, Blake Snell went 4-2 with a 3.24 ERA over exactly 50 innings. Now, at the time of me filming this video, the Toronto Blue Jays haven't announced an official rotation for the series, but I do expect it to be Ryu, who over the course of the season posted a 5-2 record with a 2.69 ERA and 67 total innings pitched. Now, I do expect this game to be pretty low scoring. Both Ryu and Snell are quality aces and definitely have the potential to be putting up 6-7 scoreless innings in this game. But here's where I think the problem comes for the Blue Jays. The Rays bullpen is absolutely fantastic, and it showed in the regular season. Over the course of the season, the Tampa Bay Rays had the best overall record in the MLB in one-run games with a record of 14-5. The Toronto Blue Jays weren't awful in one-run games. They were 8th in the MLB with a total record of 13-10. If this game is low scoring, I think it plays right into the Tampa Bay Rays' hands, unfortunately. Let's just take a quick look at this bullpen that I'm speaking so highly of. First up is Nick Anderson. He's potentially one of the best overall relief pitchers in the entire MLB. Over 16.1 innings this year, he posted a 0.55 ERA. The other late inning guys for Tampa Bay: Fairbanks, Castillo, and Curtis. And if we're looking at Castillo and Curtis, these are both guys who posted sub-2 ERAs in over 20 innings pitched this season. And Blue Jays fans, let's not forget about former Blue Jay and left-handed pitcher Aaron Loup, who this year for the Tampa Bay Rays has been one of the best matchup pitchers in all of baseball. Because I do think the game will be low scoring, and because the Rays do have the advantage in the bullpen and one-run games, I would give this game to the Tampa Bay Rays. So after Game 1, I'll have the Rays up 1-0. In Game 2, the Tampa Bay Rays will be sending Tyler Glasnow to the mound. Over the course of this year, he posted a 5-1 record with a 4.08 ERA over 57.1 innings pitched. As I mentioned before, the Toronto Blue Jays haven't announced their rotation at the time that I'm filming this video, but I'd put the 2 starter as Taijuan Walker. Over the course of this season, he has a 4-3 record with a 2.70 ERA over 53.1 innings. But I really want to focus on what he's done for the Toronto Blue Jays since he was traded here just before the deadline. He's posted a 1.37 ERA in 26.1 innings and has essentially been lights out. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what especially these young hitters can do in their first elimination test of their careers, really. I do expect this game to go differently. I think the Blue Jays are playing with no expectations, even though it's an elimination game, and I expect them to get to Glasnow early, with Walker continuing what we've seen from him so far in Toronto. I'm going to give Game 2 to the Blue Jays and say that the series gets tied up 1-1. Game 3 will see Charlie Morton go to the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays. In 2020, he posted a 2-2 record with a 4.74 ERA in 38 innings pitched. The Blue Jays' third spot is really going to be up to Charlie Montoyo. He has a few different options. In my opinion, it'll be Matt Shoemaker, who over the course of the season posted an 0-1 record with a 4.71 ERA in 28 2/3 innings pitched. In my opinion, this game is sort of going to be the oddball game of the series. But in my opinion, I think because the Blue Jays have the advantage offensively and because there's still really no expectations for the Blue Jays, I have the Blue Jays winning Game 3 and advancing 2-1 over the Tampa Bay Rays. If you guys made it to this point in the video, thank you. Keep in mind that other than the stats, these are really just my predictions, but I still want to hear what you guys think of the series down in the comment section below. If you like today's content, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.